Let me just make. I always forget if it's live on the website. What's going on, guys? Um, yeah, we're good. We should be good. All right, guys. It's Wednesday, June 25th. Welcome to our Google Hangouts. This is a mindset call, so we're gonna basically, stay focused to mindset material. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Carl David. I'm the founder of Team Elevated Minds in Ingresso. So basically, we wanted to share some things that we've been learning with you guys and just kind of, share concepts and stories to keep your mind open to what you need to continue to feed it to get to where you want to be. I want to introduce Lauren and I want to introduce Alden real quick because these guys they're exactly what you want to do when you get into any type of online businesses. They show that they want to grow and they want to learn, just like myself. Anybody who wants to win, you just have to show up. And I feel like opportunity itself is going to be positioned in front of you. If you just show up and you act like you want something and you believe in it, then there's no way it's not gonna come to you. It's law of attraction. So I wanted to pass it on to those two to introduce themselves real quick, and then I wanted to get into a scenario that I was thinking about earlier today that I feel that I want to, basically share with you guys. Lauren McKenna, you there?
I'm here. I'm gonna pass it to Alden. Go ahead, Alden. Take it away.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What are you up to right now? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, the connection is coming in and out.
I'm down from the little hype I have.
Yeah, it's a little better now.
Alright. But yeah, man. I'm just trying to come down from my little hype that I have. I just came from doing a couple.
I think
It's all in the mind. It's all on what you put in your mind. It's all what you feed your mind.
Alden, you going in and out?
I'm gonna message him. Basically, I'll share with you guys what I wanted to share with you because his connection is bad. We're gonna try to find another way for him to get on here. But for the most part, this morning I decided. What was it? What time I woke up? I woke up around 8:20, 8:30 this morning, and I tried something. Okay, the night before, last night, I purposely watched 2 or 3 episodes of a popular show. You guys like it. You guys watch it on Netflix. It's called Orange is the New Black. Everybody talks about it. I want to see what the heck's going on. And I know that it's just a show. But I wanted to do something so I can see what my mind is going to do. Yeah, it does. You can write, but we can't hear you. Your internet comes in and out. But yeah, guys. So last night before I went to bed, I watched that TV show and I just went to bed. I didn't do anything else. I just took whatever I was watching and I went to bed with it. And I woke up with one thing on my mind. What the heck is gonna happen next in that show? That's the first thing I thought about. I think I dreamt about the TV show. And that goes to show you that whatever you put into your head, you just think about it, especially late at night. So I did that on purpose, and then I went running today just to kind of clear up my thoughts and get back on track to see, what I want to do with my life and be clear. I do this not every day. I think about what I want to do every day, but I don't go jogging and do it. So I went jogging today, and I think halfway through my jog, because I haven't done it in a while, I felt like giving up, stopping, quitting, and just not going through it. But then I had to think about it. I thought about it, and I got to a point where I took a break. I pulled out my video camera, and I talked to my video camera. I said, look, I'm tired as hell. I'm not even going to lie. I haven't done this in a while, but I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop because I put myself in this position. What do I mean by that? I ate bad. I decided not to, train. I did this. So I have to fix it. And that's coming to terms with your actual actions and what you attract into your life. Because everything that we do, everything that we say, everything that we think about, everything that we feel comes into our lives. So if I'm feeling like giving up, stopping, quitting halfway through a jog and it's been months since I did it, but it's my fault, I have to turn on that switch and say, no, you're going to do this. You put yourself here. You're going to do this. So I made my video and I basically told myself, yo, you're going to do this. I hold myself accountable sometimes. I do that. And I got back to jogging. I took maybe a 40-second break and I finished what I started for the day. And then guess what? Tomorrow morning I'm going to get up and do the same thing, but I'll feel better. I'm getting into the habit, the consistent habit of getting back in shape. So if I can take this analogy, this short story, and put it into maybe business ethics or business terms, you're in a position right now in your life where you're probably not where you want to be. Okay? And you want to change that. You want to get more money. You want to be able to travel more. You want to be able to have freedom. Whatever it is that you want to do, you have these thoughts, right? But then what happens is we reach a point where we don't think we can do it. We have a limiting belief, right? And in the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about this all the time. That limiting belief is really fear telling you, all the obstacles that what if you couldn't do this or what if you couldn't do that. And I know you go through it personally. I go through it personally. I think about it. I'm like, if I have a goal of $100,000, I'm like, how am I going to get there if I haven't even made, 20 grand in a month? And I'm like, it makes your brain stop and say, well, who are you kidding? But what I want you guys to do is stretch beyond that, okay? Stretch beyond that point and push yourself, because the one thing that can get you what you want is your mindset. That's it, because your mindset can make you make better decisions. It can have you speak to people properly. Your sense of confidence can grow. It's a lot of things that tie into your mindset. So that's why we say focus on you first, work on you, and then your business. Because in order to attract people to your business or to join you in your business, you have to become that valuable person that they can learn from, that they have a connection with. So with all the negativity and the obstacles that come in, remember that it's only your mind playing tricks on you. Okay? Every time you lose track, okay, you're not consistent with what you know works, it's your mind playing tricks on you. And one of the best things you can do is go back to reading a book or getting into personal development, because that's what's going to rewire your brain to think positively. I think Tony Robbins is a person that said this. Every time we have a negative reaction to something, we think negatively about it, which creates us to go do something negative again. And then it's just a cycle that keeps spinning in circles. Meanwhile, the person that has a positive emotion or wakes up happy, it tends to have a great day, because they're attracting happiness, they're attracting good things literally throughout the day to them. So it's very crucial to work on your mindset. When I gave you that example about me going to bed and watching Orange Is the New Black, and I woke up thinking about it, I'm not kidding, I woke up thinking about it. And that's powerful, because if you want something in life, well, you know what to do. The secret is to infuse or take in what you want to have. If you want to have a luxury lifestyle, or you just want to build schools for kids, you want to, I don't know, what did you want to experience? Whatever it is, you have to see it. You have to feel it before it's even there. So these little tricks of forcing yourself to listen to a good personal development chapter in a book before you go to bed, like fall asleep to it. Your mind does not sleep. You do. Your brain doesn't stop working. You go to bed, but you're in la la land. And what's crazy is when you're asleep, that's when the strongest effects happen, because that's when your subconscious takes over. And what you put in your mind, your subconscious is literally what's attracting everything in your head. So I just wanted to share that, and hopefully you guys pay attention to what you intake, pay attention to what you say, pay attention to what you do, because all of it is karma. And you guys know that word as karma. It's called law of attraction out here. Whatever you do, you attract. Whatever you want, you see, you feel, you can manifest into your lives.
Yeah, I like that, Carl. I like that example. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I like that example. That's so true. I don't know who I was listening to, but you said that what you watched, you ended up waking up to it. Literally, you end up feeling like what happened with that show, and it threw you off with life. So people don't realize how important that is to be aware of what happens when you close your eyes. I believe John Maxwell, I believe I was listening to a while ago, he said the best way to write your goals is to do it before you go to sleep.
Wow.
Because when you write them, you see it, you're writing it physically, and when you close your eyes, like you said, your mind doesn't sleep, you sleep. So it is now churning on everything that has to be done that next day or that next week or that next month. And you're actually planning all your events in your head while you're asleep. And it's able to be spit out easier. You're able to be more productive when you wake up. You know already, okay, you end up being on time with your schedule that you planned it the night before. And I actually did that last night for the first time in a couple of months since I heard that. And it worked. I felt productive today. Did I make everything, was I able to check everything off of my list? No, because I was having some difficulties with some of the things I needed to do. But I was able to manifest a lot of things that I wrote down the night before.
Yeah, you got work done today.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. And I'll tell you this, it's crazy because I didn't wake up on the time that I wanted to wake up, but I still knew what I had to get done. I went right into work all day. So it's so true about being mindful of what you sleep on at night. I love that topic because I want to adjust what I sleep on at night, because looking back at my journey as a business owner, I can see where my mistakes were, watching Housewives of Atlanta. Or, you know what I'm saying, watching, and I may have been, a little angry about, what happened, and me not knowing, you feeling that way, scandal. And, being a female, your emotions, we're emotion based. I don't know if you're a female out there, but we're set on our emotions. So we are heavy. We pry on that heavy. So it's so crazy you mentioned that, because I'm like, I don't even want to watch none of that crap. And I remember those nights where I did fall asleep to an audio. I probably slept like a baby those nights. And I didn't realize that it could have been from the words of what that audio was speaking. I even listened to, a sermon before I went to sleep. And I can feel calm in my spirit. It makes such a big difference. You want to know how you can change your life. And people don't realize that it's so many different avenues in your mind that is waiting to be tapped into. But you have to be open-minded to tap into those closed-minded areas. And you have to find different ways. And you have to find individuals, place them in your life to help bring that out of you. You come in, I don't know how many people are faithfully coming on our Hangouts every Wednesday. And I guarantee, I know me personally speaking on them, it forces me to learn more about my mentality. It forces me to challenge myself mentally and as a whole, and then go into my business and challenge myself. I don't want to be where I'm at right now. People look at me as I'm already successful. I don't feel like I even tapped into success. But I'm going in the right direction. I know that. If you're somebody on this Hangout, listening or watching, and you're trying to figure out what it is that may be stopping you from getting what you want in life, and you haven't picked a book up yet, that's your answer right there. You know, sometimes your answers come in the most silent ways. You ever thought about that? A book doesn't make noise. You read the book.
Ooh. Yo, write that down, guys. Your opportunities come in the most silent ways.
Copyright Lauren McKinney.
A book doesn't make noise. My goodness.
But it's so true.
But the content that's in the book, right? The
So
content
loud.
that's in the book is so loud.
It's so loud.
And
When
you know
you
what?
open that book,
You know what I love about books, Lauren? You take from it what your eyes pick up. Okay? So you pick up from it and you relate to what your situation, what your story is, and you piece together and you have this I don't know, it's just so powerful because every story is unique in this world. Everybody has a different path, and it's true. But these books and this information is here for all of us to take, guys. I don't want to like sound like, you know, somebody who's like into, you know, crazy stuff, but there's so much out there that you don't know. There's so much out there that you don't know. And if I were to say it, it'll scare you because you're probably not as mentally strong as somebody needs to be to take that information.
And you're not as open. You're not only mentally strong, you're not open to accepting the truth. When you read a book that's really like with value, packed with value, it tells you about the truth of who you are. But so many people, what they do is they open a book and they hurry up and close it. Because
okay, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm so excited. I'm excited.
You close it up because you're like, no. You know, you're scared to see your truth. You're scared for that book to tell you you're broke-minded. You're scared for that book to tell you you need to stop quitting. You're scared for that book to tell you you need to get a new circle of friends. You're scared to tell the book to tell you you are not happy. I think that's the biggest sentence ever that so many people in this world live by. You're not happy. But you don't want to hear it, but you need to hear it. If you were happy, you wouldn't be, feeling all these other emotions. You will be able to control your universe. But guess what? You have no clue how to control your universe. And until you pick a book up or put some earphones in your ears to listen to things to help you develop that, your universe is always going to control you. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning how to control my universe. But I'd be damned if I'm not that person that I used to be a year ago that had a universe controlling me. I was living by what the universe wanted us to live by. So picking up a book is so powerful because me and Carl can read that book and we get two different stories out of the book. It says the same thing, but he's looking at it from his mind and I'm looking at it from my mind. And guess what? We're able to go piggyback off each other, like ping pong, and we end up expanding our storytelling. I'm able to now captivate not only what I got out the book, but what he got out of it. So that enlarges my territory. It enlarges my mindset. It enlarges my success rate. It enlarges my lifestyle. Because now I'm not one-way streeting it. I'm two-way streeting it. Now I got out and he telling me what he got from it. Now I got three ways. It's constant. But I wouldn't be able to do that with the individuals that I had in my life last year. I wouldn't be able to do that with people I went to high school with. I had to grow and I had to understand. I had to let that weight jacket off. I had to take it off and drop it. And I had to go forward. Because right now you're probably holding a weight jacket on of life. You're so scared to take a weight off one at a time. You're so scared. When are you going to have the balls to take it fully off and drop it? And not be scared about the strength that you had learned from holding that weight jacket and seeing what you're able to do going forward. When are you going to learn? When are you going to be not scared to do that? Hell, I had to do it. I had no damn choice. I have a little girl. You know, I have a big why. I had to learn how to not be scared. That weight jacket put on strength, but it's time for me to let it go and be free. I literally got tattooed on me, live freely. I finally feel like I'm living freely. Mind you, I said I'm not right where I want to be right now, but I guess I guaranteed I'm living more freely than you are where you're at in life right now because of my decisions I decided to make mentally. Yeah, I'm feeling it, Carl. I get in that mode, but I'm going to pass it over to you. I know Alden's having some difficulties.
I think he's good. Alden, you want to hop on real quick and try to see if it works out?
Y'all can hear me good?
Yes.
Amazing. Sounds like a brand new Mac. What's going on, bro?
Nothing, man. You know, I missed out on some of it, but, you know, mindset, point blank. I'm kind of amped. I'm not even kind of, I'm amped right now. You know, I got back in the mode, in the role of doing my videos, and, you know, it's all boils back down to doing mindset training. Every day I'm dedicating myself to get up at 8:30 so I know I could be on that Think and Grow Rich call every day at 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday. And by me doing that, I'm not just building my mindset through the call, but I'm training my mind to do what I have to do to be successful. You can't fall off, and that's the problem. A lot of people, they come in and they whatever they doing, they come in with that adrenaline. Adrenaline.
He's doing good.
Yeah, you know, so it's just you gotta let what's inside of you just keep you going. Everybody has it inside of them to keep going, but it's what you feed your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's all. That's all it is. You build them. You build your mindset. You listen. You put positive things in your mind. You get the negative mind, and things you see the successes get better. You see money stay in your pocket instead of going out of your pocket. You learn how to save money. You learn many different things. You learn how to market. You learn how to build a business in a whole. You know, this is what we love to do. We love to build mindsets. That's what I love to do. I love to challenge myself. The other day I posted something. It was 87%.
I think we lost you, bro. We lost you so far.
I'm challenging myself and my whole family. Yeah. I'm training myself to take the negative doing that. You know, I'm not going to take too long. You know, I ain't really get my mind right. I was busy trying to get this phone to work properly. But, you know, it's just building your mind, people. That's all it is. You know, plug in with successful people, like-minded people, people who have a positive mindset. Like I always say, you hang around, you know, positive minds, your bank account's going to go into positive. You hang around negative minds, your bank account going to go into negatives. Point blank. You know, that's just how I live my life.
That's powerful. That's powerful. I wanted to. I think Lauren, when we were on the phone earlier, you missed what Curtis said, and I wanted to bring it back because you and Alden basically went over what happens in this industry, guys. And he said something. He's like, I've been in this industry for 12 years. Okay, this is somebody who's been doing this for 12 years and hasn't seen the success that he wants to see. And I don't know if he has mindset training, so that's what we're going to put him on first. That's what we do. We tell you, go read this, go watch this video, because that's where it starts. And he said something that struck me, and it's true. He said, this industry, it can tear you apart or build you up as a person. As soon as you join this industry, it's kind of like you have this magnifying glass over you, right? In this magnifying glass, people can see the flaws that you have. If you're scared of this, if you're actually a person who wants to help people, if you have your priorities straight, if you're organized, if you're goal-oriented, what the hell do you really want? This magnifying glass will tear you apart like a little ant in the sun if you're not positioned right, if you don't got your leaf and you're covering yourself and you're actually growing. Guys, that hit, it hit so hard because a magnifying glass, you know what that does? It amplifies everything. And to say that it amplifies everything, it amplifies the negativity that you have. That's what it does. It shows your weaknesses. So when you know that you're weak at something, that's good. So many of us are scared to find out what we're bad at. Why wouldn't you want to know? Why wouldn't you want to mess up, fail, right? So you could fail into success. You fail forward. A lot of people, they don't want to throw up a website. They're scared of investing. Money is energy. Oh, I don't have $40. If you don't got $40 right now, you ain't gonna have it next week. You didn't have it last month. That's where it changes. That's what you don't understand, guys. If you got $40 right now, and that's it, there's a reason why. And if you're in a transition period, what you have to be is strong and break free, guys, because there was a point I came down to. I had to decide, right? I had to decide. Go out and fill out some more applications, or pray and just believe that I can get this done. Because my magnifying glass told me that if I don't have people around me to push me, that I'm a weak sucker. My magnifying glass told me that you can't get on YouTube videos, that you're not able to get on a conference call and share your story with somebody. Bullshit. Bullshit. I decided to go against everything that my mind was holding me back from actually getting. My mind was my biggest enemy, and that's yours too. That magnifying glass in this industry shows everything that you're weak at. So if you're scared of doing this, scared of doing that, just know that that magnifying glass ain't going nowhere, because tomorrow you'll be scared, next week you'll be scared, next month you'll be scared, until you decide to change it. It's all in your mind. So
that's so powerful. Gosh, that's powerful. I did not know he said that, Carl. I'm sorry. I gotta, like, that's crazy. Because it's like, I'll tell you a little bit about me. Carl explained about him. And with me, my biggest thing was I can't stand to fail. I can't stand it. And my magnified glass was on me like a laser to say, this girl's scared to fail. And she's in an industry where she may fail a few times. It's a failing, sometimes it's a failing industry. And guess what I had to do? I had to make a decision. Was I gonna run and go back to what I was supposed to be in society's light? Or was I gonna go forward and stop being scared of failing? Even sometimes, and that's why it's good to have a support system. It's good to have, and that doesn't have to be your mom, dad, cousin, whatever. It could be, Carl, I could call you up and he'd be like, Lauren, snap out of it. Because we're human. Sometimes we do take a step back. But I realize.
It's knowing where to get that juice.
Yeah, knowing where to get that support from. And it's so important. A lot of you guys quit because y'all don't have that. You guys are searching for that. But guess what? You guys aren't open to getting it either. You have to be open to opening up to new people. And sometimes I even question myself because I may put a goal up and I didn't hit that goal. I was shy of that goal. And I'm like, oh, man, let me go ahead and put this damn degree to use and go back to working. Or let me go do this. No, the hell with that. I made this decision. I'm sticking with it. I'm going to fail my way to success. That's what I'm going to do. When I heard that, who said that? Jim Rohn? Who said that?
I can't put a name on it.
But when he said that, he said, fail your way to success. That was meant for me. I was like, what the hell? Like, it's so true. A magnifying glass will tell you about yourself and everybody else around you about who you really are. And you have to embrace that beam of light that's being shined upon you from that magnifying glass and say, this is who I am. But I'd be damned if anybody's going to be in my way to get to the next step. I'd be damned if somebody's going to kill my dream. Because I haven't dreamed since I was 8 years old. And now I'm 20-something years old. So I'm going to start dreaming again. I'm going to live my dream. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to pay my damn bills. If you don't have $40 damn, I guarantee when you wanted to go to the club and you needed $20 to get in that damn club, you went and found $20 damn.
Sure did.
Trust me. I've been to college. I've been broke in college. I know what it's like. And guess what? I was a goddamn good hustler when I wanted to be up in that club. But when somebody tell you, hey, I got something for you that will change your life, is if you want it to change your life and do what you need to do to make it be a life changer. But it costs this amount of money. Oh, I don't got it. Oh, all that shit, kill it. What happened to I'm going to get in that club. I'm going to get in that business. How about that? Change it up. It's going to get to a point in your life where I know 30-year-olds that are putting their head between their legs because they say they don't have $40. I don't want to be 30 years old and telling somebody I don't have $40 to my name. I don't want to be right now telling somebody I don't have $500 sitting in my account. That's just there. Like you gotta really, I mean, this is reality, guys. You know, it's reality. You gotta wake up to your reality. Cause if we all been there struggling, paycheck to paycheck. But when you want something to change, you make it happen. Go borrow it from somebody and tell them, I'm going to pay you back. Guess what? That's going to push you to make double that amount so you can pay your dues back, and you will have that $40 sitting in your account in a plus, not negative in your bank account. It's a decision you got to make. It's a decision that you got to take on. It's a decision you got to embrace, and it's a decision you got to eat, sleep, goddamn walk out the house, come back in the house. It's a decision that you have to make. Until you make that decision, you just as good as a number in this society. You ain't nothing but a number. You were just a statistic. You just a sad statistic. That's all you are. I don't care how old you are. It's a lot of 60-year-olds and 70-year-olds and 80-year-olds that's statistics. They living on a damn social,
part of the 80%.
Right. You sitting on a social security that a government can take away from you any time of the day if they wanted to. And you will look at your account and be like, damn, I don't got nothing to live off of. It's all, and they know that about y'all. They know that. And I'm going to say y'all because I know the reality. I know the truth. I'm not scared of the truth. I'm embracing the truth. Y'all don't know what's happening in this world. Y'all walking around here like Ray Charles. Y'all don't know shit. Y'all don't see nothing. Y'all don't want to take action. Y'all belittling yourselves just how they want y'all to do. Go get that degree. Y'all ass is unemployed. Think about it. How many people out here that's got a bachelor's degree working at McDonald's?
Way too many.
Right, and they got a damn loan sitting out worth $70,000. How many of them tell y'all, oh, you can't pay for college, go take out that loan? Why? So you can be paying for it until the days after you're long and gone? Because guess what? How many people really pay off their student loans with a 9-to-5 job completely? How long will that take? That's a mortgage. Come on now. How many people actually paid off their mortgage? Y'all go out here buying these $300,000 houses, and it still ain't yours.
That's 6%. That's 6%
Right.
interest rate.
It still ain't yours.
It's not 6%. It really isn't.
It still ain't yours. But y'all out here willing to go again. Y'all went out here to go hustle and go to the bank and say, "Hey, let me borrow $300,000 so I can live in this house." Y'all, that's a hustling mentality because you want that bad, right? So you found a way to go pay for that $300,000 house, and it still ain't yours. And you ain't got shit in your bank account. But you living in that $300,000 house though, right? Okay. See, I can go deep, but they won't understand. They ain't ready for it.
We'll save that for another hangout. The more in-depth stuff. But guys, this is just to let you know that it's all in your mind, and everything that we have in our surroundings right now, our situations, is we brought it upon ourselves. So if you want more, if you expect more, I don't even know. Okay, everybody wants more. If you expect more and you believe and you feel that you deserve it, you can do it. That it's yours. It's a thought process away. That's all it is. It's deciding not to watch Orange and Black tonight and actually picking up a book and reading it. And then 15 minutes of that, I'll listen to Eric Thomas for another 15 minutes, fall asleep, and I'll wake up and I'll listen to him again, pumped, because I decided to do that. I decided to make myself happy. I was watching I want you guys to remember this guy's name. Write him down. Ed Foreman, okay? Yes, you remember these little things because they impact and change your life. I watched a video maybe a year and a half ago about happiness and how to create a happy moment anytime. And I made one of my friends who was going through a crazy immigration situation watch it. Like this guy was crashing at my place, a place that I couldn't even afford to pay rent for, but I had a place. So my mind is, I want to help you, bro. Come crash. Man, eating my food, everything that I don't even have, but I'm scraping by so I can help him out. I made him watch the video, and I think a year later, I saw him, a few weeks ago here. He's like, yo, that video changed my life. He's like, every time I run into a bad situation, I think about what that guy said. And I got over I battled the case and I won, and I have citizenship here now, and I don't have to be deported. It's all in what you put in and how you think. Ed Foreman's How to Be Happy, watch that video, because this line that I'm going to say, I'm going to end this hangout, and you'll understand, okay? Everything that we did yesterday, we can't go back. It already happened, all right? And tomorrow, it doesn't exist. It's not promised. Tomorrow doesn't exist. It's a fact. So right now, right this moment, is the only time you literally have to affect anything in your life, your family's life. Right now, right this second, is the only time I can call somebody and get them to join my business. I can't do it tomorrow. It doesn't exist. I can't be happy tomorrow. It does not exist. I can't be happy yesterday. It already happened. So I have to think about what I'm doing now in order to change my life for the future that doesn't even exist because we're creating it. That's where your mindset has to be at. That's how you have to think, and that's how you grow your mind and your bank account. Guys, I want you guys to take action and actually apply this stuff because it works. So if you guys want to add anything else, Lauren, I'll then, by all means, please do.
I'm good.
I mean, yeah, I'm good too. Y'all knocked it out the ballpark as usual. Everybody, elevate your mind.
All right, Lauren, you got anything you want to add?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, guys. Elevate your minds, elevate your pockets. Remember, what you think right now, that's it. What are you thinking right now? That's what we control. We control right now. But reading, listening, circle of influences is what shapes our future. Okay, it's what we put in our heads, that we think about, that we feel, and we attract. So that's the main focus. Know where you want to be, but don't put too much process on it, because right now is when you have time to make a decision. So if you're not on a team, make a decision. If you're already on a team and you don't do personal development, make a decision right now. This call's officially over. I love you guys.